Hi everyone, I am Metatron Montez, welcome, and I want to tell everyone how wonderful it is to share the beautiful psychological truths of the scriptures. And I want you guys to always understand that when I begin to talk about the Bible, I do not believe in the historicity of them. That the historicity of scripture has no ground and value of truth. There's no truth in the historicity of scripture. Absolutely none. But is 100% psychological, 100% true spiritual knowledge and spiritual history. It is absolutely beautiful, and actually 99% of all Christians does not even understand their own scriptures. They know the stories, they can sing about them, they can preach about them, they can teach about it, but they don't understand them. Although they can tell you the stories of the Bible and memorize scripture and tell you anything about the scriptures and quote them and read them in Hebrew, Greek, and any other language. But the fascinating thing about the scripture is that they are spiritual in nature. And I have gone over that in past videos. And so part of the demolition work that must take place within the mind is tearing down these false concepts of what you believe God is, who you believe God is, what is God, where is God, who is this one Jesus Christ. Because so many people don't even want to hear about Jesus Christ because of sour taste that religion has painted for the world to see. And I would like to paint you a different picture, because drama of scripture is a beautiful painting, is a beautiful story, but yet it's taught to you in religious circles. It's very harsh and very hypocritical. They don't even know what they're saying. It's just unbelievable. But yes, it is believable, because they're only teaching the schoolmaster part. They're only teaching the story, the surface story of it. But it has hurt people before. It has caused marriages to fall apart. It has caused mothers to leave their children and leave their husband, or fathers leave their wives over religious beliefs. It has broken and shattered homes, because the letter kills, but the spirit maketh alive. And so part of your process, your spiritual process of switching from viewing your world from your natural two eyes and seeing it from the light and eye of the spirit, your human imagination, to view things and vision things differently. Walking in faith, or by faith, or shall I say spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom. And so tearing down these strongholds is another fact of your religious beliefs having control of the faculties of your mind. And these faculties are controlling the way you perceive yourself and the way you act. It's binding. And so the 12 faculties of the mind are in relation to the 12 disciples in the Bible that represent the 12 faculties of your mind. And you've got to discipline them. That's why they're called disciples. And you discipline these faculties that are within your own mind. And you have to teach your faculties. You are the Jesus. and you're teaching your disciples, your 12 disciples. Well, actually there's 72 disciples, but there's 12 main disciples, and then you have an inner circle of 3 of them. And so we will go over that, you know, here late in another video where I will make it a little bit longer. But bringing these disciples will help you, and teaching them the principles of the Spirit, and they begin to work automatically on your behalf. And so these principalities that are right now ruling you, they're controlling every aspect of your life, but you're going to bring them down, and you're going to teach them, and you're going to educate them, and you're going to discipline them, and in return they're going to work for you rather working against you. And so you have these entities, I shall say. And when I say entities, they're not, they're energies, okay, that control different parts of your being. And so by bringing them down out of their wicked place of restriction, you set them free by disciplining them, and then they work for you, and they will announce you, and they'll pronounce, and they will sing about you, they will praise you, and all these faculties that are going on in high places now begin to worship you or praise you or follow you rather than working against you. As they're working against you, they are princes that are fighting against you, principles, and then you discipline these principles, and then they begin to work for you. And this is part of the demolition process of tearing down one thing and rebuilding them up through discipline and through learning the principles. And so this is, I'm just sharing little bits and pieces and short bits of videos so you can understand what is happening from within your mind. That your mind is literally a battleground. It's in reference to, it's an imagery of all different types of scenarios and stories, but there's a battle taking place. A battle, who's going to control this body? And through discipline, or through discipleship, you take these princes that are ruling up here, these principles that are ruling in wickedness, restriction, and you teach them freedom through the Spirit and through faith, by calling things into existence that is not seen as though it is seen. And you start teaching them faith, you start teaching them, and all of a sudden they begin to follow you instead of being controlled by them. They become your followers, your discipline, your disciples. I love you. We'll talk more on this subject on another level as we begin to break ground into the depths of the mind. Okay, I love you. Have a great and wonderful day. Peace.